All right, what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy TK again, going over Full Sail University and my progression. I'm in fourth class. Just finished AEM. It's Audio Arts and Entertainment Industry. Now I'm in recording principles. Um, so far, so good. I mean, I love being at the school. I've learned a lot. I mean, in these last four classes, I've learned so much, and the class that I'm in now, recording principles, we're going over, are we learning Logic Pro? For me, as a brand new newbie, great knowledge. Classes are going well. A lot of work in this class. It seems like I got the first few classes, it's like the entry classes out the way. So this is the first of my, I guess, what you consider core classes. So in this class, we actually have lectures twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and they're like 3 hours long, which they're trying to cram a 4 year degree in just over 2 years. So I mean, I get it, but at the same time, for people that work, it's a lot. I mean, 3 hour lectures twice a week is a lot, but the information you get, I guess it's a trade off. I mean, like I said, we learning a lot. At least I'm learning a lot in this class. I never use Logic Pro, and just from the this is we're in. We just started the third week yesterday, so a lot of good stuff that they're teaching us. This week we're moving on to I guess the podcast. I saw the assignment yesterday. I guess we're gonna have one of our assignments is gonna be a podcast. So I actually gonna be looking forward to this because I started a podcast called I Love You Daddy, and I need to revamp it and get it back out there to the people. And the premises on that is I'm just talking about how it is to be a divorced single father and the trials and tribulations that we go through. A lot of times, people don't see what dads normally go through, but as a divorced father, some of the stuff that we have to put up with, and I just talk about like how I'm feeling, my daily struggles. It's been hard. Um, but going to Full Sail, I mean, as a disabled veteran, I mean, you know, like I said, going into I'm in my fourth month, and I'm starting to make contacts. I met a couple veterans already, but I guess one of the downsides, for me at least, is with Full Sail, they say that they keep putting pressure on you to get these assignments done on time, and I for one try really hard to get my assignments done every week on time. I try to stay like a little bit ahead, and it's kind of discouraging when like like my last class AEM, like I just went into week three of my fourth class, and I just got the grade, like the final grade for that class, and through that whole class, I mean, I didn't hear from the professor but like twice. I mean, I did good in the class, I got an A, but on the same time, it's like we waiting a couple of weeks to get grades, and like in this class and recording principles, I just got a grade yesterday for what I did in week one, and we're in week three, and it's like like I would have liked to see a little bit better on the response times from the professors, but hey, I got an A average, so I'm not gonna complain about that. Um, it is what it is at this point. And as far as the VA is concerned, I finally got my chair and my desk, so again, I can't complain. Um, I don't know if there's any other veterans that are, using the voc rehab that are watching these videos, but if you are, let me know what your experiences are. Like I very rarely hear from my VA counselor. It seems like the only time I hear from my VA counselor is like when they send the emails that like you got to certify that you're like still going to class and that you're doing good and want to see your grades and stuff. But outside of that, I mean, I don't have any like wellness checks or anything like that from my counselor at least. It is what it is. So I'm going to my other VA appointments. So one thing that as a disabled veteran, that I would like to see more of from Full Sail is like there's no outreach for veterans, and I mean me myself, I'm battling a lot of like life things And given the pandemic, I spent a lot of time alone in solitude, so it's been really hard. Um, and being a disabled veteran, I mean, like unless you're a disabled veteran and you put on our boots and you put boots on ground and walk the path that we've walked, I mean, it's kind of hard for people to have sympathy and to have that ear that we need to be there. And even when, as men, and I'm not saying black men, white men, or nothing. I'm just saying men in general. We bear a lot of stress on our shoulders on a daily basis. Trying to take care of our families, trying to do the right thing and be successful. Especially in this country with the way things are now. Um, I was watching TikTok the other day, and the question was, like as a man, who do you turn to? And the consensus is no one. I mean, so we always have a lot of stuff bent up, and I know for me as one, my mind is just constantly, what if, and that's where the anxiety peaks and the depression comes in, and it is what it is. So, long story short, I would like to see, from Full Sail, like at least, I mean, I talked to the VA advisor when I was signing up for Full Sail. Other than that, I haven't heard anything from the VA advisor. And again, I'm not on campus. I'm online. So maybe a good idea would be to maybe start our own community of support for veterans that are online and doing the online thing. I mean, I don't know if anybody sees this video and they want to maybe get a group together. Let me know. I would love to participate in that. Um, yeah, again, I'm very fortunate. I mean, the school itself has been really good to me. It's been a 13-year journey. I went to visit Full Sail back in 2009. Here we are in 2022, and I'm in month 4. So never give up on your dreams. Things are possible. You just got to put it out there in the universe, and you know, it'll come. It'll come if it's meant for you. So today, I actually, a guy saw my video and we linked up, and the universe is a good and all-knowing thing, and it was a blessing to hook up with this brother today. Just to have that camaraderie and that connection with somebody that's can understand where I'm coming from as a veteran, and we have some similarities, and our paths have in the universe has crossed. Not physically, like we don't know each other, but we've been through the some of the same things in the same places. So that's one thing that I really like about Full Sail is the networking. I'm a person where I love the network, so Full Sail is definitely the place in the school where you can network and make some good connections. I mean, you know people ain't gonna come out to reach to you, but you gotta do it for yourself and reach out to them. And yeah, the network. I mean, the alumni network, the people that are in school, the professors. I mean, just the networking is has been awesome. I mean, I saw a guy on what's that? Not Indeed. One of the job boards, LinkedIn, and I just said, hey, let me shoot this guy an email, and he responded, and I mean that's the thing that I really like about Full. So like just the connections that you can make and foster. So if you have an opportunity and you get into school, I mean, you know, t- take every advantage. Reach out to people, make connections. That's the only thing that I can suggest. So the next couple of classes are, like I said, I'm in recording principles. Then I'm going into like music theory. I'm just learning how to use the software that we were given. Um, we talked about microphones last week. This week we're doing podcasts. So again, for me, somebody that's brand new, like it's not brand new to music, but brand new to like producing and making music, and it's been wonderful, man. Like I listen to music differently now, just from a little bit of knowledge that I've gained, and I know like over the course of the next 2 years, my knowledge is gonna just it's gonna blow up, and I know by June I'm gonna have my first, I guess, what do you call it? I think there's 4 things that you do as far as like getting your your portfolio. So like I guess in June will be my first portfolio. So that's pretty cool. That's another thing I like about Full Sail is like you actually build your portfolio. So like once you graduate, you at least have something in hand that you can show people. Like say, hey, like this is what I worked on. This is what I'm capable of doing. So that's another cool thing. So I'm gonna try to put these videos out a little bit more often, like after every class. I kind of slacked off just because of you know some of the stuff I'm going through right now in life. I mean, I'm battling depression and anxiety, and it's hard. I mean, it's people always say like you try to talk to people and they say, hey man, like oh this too shall pass, or keep your head up. But until they walk in your shoes, I mean, like it's easier said than done. But like people that don't deal with depression or never had depression or anxiety, they just don't know. Like it's like it's a physical thing. It's real and it's hard. Like it feels like a lot of weight, not just on your shoulders, but like your thoughts. And I mean it's hard, man. And it's at 50 years old, I'm trying to start over, and it's like, dang, man. I gave the government like 20 something years, and if you just knew like what I'm going through right now, it's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is, man. I put the uniform on and I made it through, so I can make it through this too. But it's been a battle, man. And so again, if any veterans are looking at this, or anybody for that matter, like if y'all want to get a support system going on for online students, just let me know. Holla at your boy. All right, so I'm not trying to make these videos mad long or whatever, but I just wanted to put a little bit of information out there and just speak about like how my progression is going. So right now I got a 4.0. Oh, one thing that I did want to touch on is which I would have wish I would have knew in the beginning is so FUSA has this thing called GPS, which is like the global professionalism something or another. It's basically like a professionalism grade that you get above and beyond like your regular grade. So there was a contest to go to the Hall of Fame, which is next month, and I mean I would love to go to that. I mean between now and like the time I graduate in February 2024, I'm going to go to one of the Hall of Fames, even if I got to pay for it myself. But the one thing that I was saying is like I didn't have a GPS score until today. I'm in month 4, and I just got my GPS score today. And I had put the ticket in like after I applied for the contest, because like one of the things with the contest is they want to have your GPS score. So I was like, yo, let me go and look. So I went in and I looked, and like it just said like this is not available, and I'm like, I've been out to school like 4 months. I don't have a GPS score. So I put a ticket in, and they responded real quick, like Full Self does. And then come to find out, like they updated on the 15th of the month, but you have to be at the university for at least 3 months to get a GPS score. It's like that's something I wish I would have knew in the beginning. It's like, man, like so we got to be at the school at least 3 months to even get a GPS score. Mind you, you're getting the GPS for every class that you in anyway, and they can take off points for anything. Like if you late, that comes off. Um, you got to watch how you write, like respond to your posts and stuff. Like they're looking at spelling, punctuation. So these are all things that go into the GPS score. It's not just being a professional, but it's like I guess what they consider like being professionals, like getting your assignments done on time. Which I get it. I mean, you want to when you get out in the real world and you're working, like if you got to be at work at a certain time, you need to be at work at a certain time. So I get it. But I wish I would have knew that in the beginning, that I wasn't gonna get a GPS score until like month 4. But I got it today, and it coincides with my regular GPA, which is a 4.0 at this point, which I'm trying to fight hard to keep that. I mean, it seems like the older I got and the more education I got, I just started pushing myself more. And I actually have a master's degree. I went to Georgetown. I got my master's, and I graduated there with a 3.57. So now I'm at full, so I'm just trying to, set the bar a little bit higher, and I just want to, do the best I can and learn as much as I can. But if you got any questions or comments, hit me up, leave a comment. Any suggestions, just leave it below. I'm getting better at doing these videos, so again, I love feedback, criticism. I take that well, so hit me up and let me know how I'm doing. All right. All right, if you're watching, I appreciate your time. Again, It's Full Sail University. It's your boy TK signing off. Peace.